Hello, I am Dr. Sheva Quinn, and I suffer with lupus and PTSD. I think I've had PTSD probably the majority of my life. However, I didn't identify with it until maybe 8 years ago. I started to identify with it. I experienced trauma as a child, and it carried on throughout my adult life. And I just learned how to cope and get through it. And lupus, I believe I have had lupus also for at least the last 8 years of my life. A typical day for me is very, very painful. I wake up around 3 o'clock in the morning, basically because I don't sleep well because of my illnesses. I have lots of nightmares. I deal with just pain from laying down too long, from sitting up too long, from walking, all that. So I get up early because for one, I can't sleep. And then for two, I need time for my body to adjust to waking because I have young kids. And so I have to be ready to attend to them whenever they do wake. So I have to make sure that I'm up prior to them to allow my body to get into place before I can move forward throughout my day. With lupus, the summers are bad on us. The summers are bad and the winters are bad. And so every child loves the park, right? I mean, they just do. And it's tough because mama can't be out in the sun all day. Mama can't go to the swimming pool and hang out with you. So then it becomes a place of mental depression for me because I can't be available for my kids like a mother would want to be. I'm not gonna. A lot of people think that it's difficult to teach homeschool because I do have this condition, but actually it's easier. For us, a lot of our activities not activities, but a lot of our schoolwork actually takes place in the evening when the sun goes down, right? We're able to get a lot more done because it's cooler. We're able to focus more because we don't have to be bothered with, it's too hot outside to do this or to do that. So that makes it a whole lot easier. And then when I am having a lupus flare up, we do a lot of work from the couch, from the bed. So we work with each other. Like having lupus, the heat intensifies the fatigue. And so I could walk outside right now and take the garbage and come back in the house because it's about 98 degrees out right now. I could come back in the house and just need to sit still for about 15 minutes because it's so hot, right? And so by doing things later in the evening when the sun has started to go down, then we're able to have me be more attentive. So in the summertime, we do a lot of stuff in the house where most kids are running up and down the parks and just being wild in the summer, and parents are, taking them back and forth to summer camps. We do summer camps at home. We may do one major summer camp, right? Because of course, they need that interaction, and then too, they're expensive. But we'll do one major one, but for the most part, we are getting a lot of our life skills intact during the summer. We're learning how to clean. We're learning how to improve our writing. We're learning how to become masters in math because it is just too hot out there for mom. Oh my goodness. Listen, the advice I have for anyone, especially a parent that has lupus or any chronic illness really, and have small kids, is learn how to figure out how to make it work. It's not easy. Nothing in life is easy. I don't care whatever you're doing in life, it's not going to be easy, but you have to figure out how to still enjoy life. Like I said, I had to readjust how we do everything. We still go on vacations, but guess what? They're in the fall. They're in the fall when it is 70 degrees in Florida. I can do that, but I can't do 102. So we mentally, get ourselves geared up so that we can take a vacation in the fall because that's what mama can handle. So my advice would be is to figure out how you can adjust your life so that your kids can still enjoy life's work. And the same goes for anyone else. Don't just put yourself in a bubble and think that it's not going to work. I'm a single parent, right? My kid's father is in their life, he lives close by, but at the end of the day, early in the morning when someone wets the bed, it's mama. When they are hungry, it's mama. When they are, having a boo-boo or they're having a sister fight, it's mama. That's dispelling everything, right? So even though they have us another supportive parent, but they live with me. So I had to figure that thing out. Like they wanted to have some friends over this summer. And I'm like, you know what? I can't handle all of y'all, but guess what we can do? We can go on live. Talk to your friends through the internet, girl. Talk to them. They listening. Call their name out. Figure out how to make it work because you can still live a life. It's not over. It's just learning how to cope and work with what you got. I always tell my kids, don't worry about what we lost. Worry about what we have left. How you're going to work with what you got. And that applies to everything. So we still got a mama. We still got a car. We still got cool weather some parts of the year, right? So we're going to work with that. We're going to make it work. So my advice is to work with what you have left because it's not over. It's just not over.